The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the Collins Kennel Club, the gold standard, Goldie Collins!
Welcome to Wild Women of Wrestling fans. David McLean and Nigel Zane here. Goldie Collins coming out, and guess who's joining us as our opening match gets underway? None other than the WOW World Champion, Abilene Maverick.
Hello, everybody, and of course, your favorite WOW superhero, not just your champion.
Well, Abilene Maverick, I've got to tell you, you're going to defend the WOW World Championship. The Beast wants you, but you signed a match with somebody else. We don't know who yet.
And her opponent, from the deepest, darkest depths of your mind, the Beast!
And we don't know who your opponent is tonight, Abilene Maverick, but we do know who will be getting a shot. If you're successful in defending that championship tonight, you're looking at the Beast.
Everybody wants a piece of the championship belt, but they're not gonna get it.
Look at the Beast. The Beast is looking right up here at you, Abilene Maverick. The Beast wants you.
Oh, you want this? Right here. This is mine, baby. This is mine, baby.
Oh, wait a second. From behind.
Goldie grabbed the Beast right there.
Before the bell even rung, Goldie Collins with the shot to the back of the Beast now. Continues the assault on the former WOW World Champion.
The Beast had Abilene Maverick on her mind, and Goldie Collins took advantage of it. Abilene Maverick has pulled off something. The chicanery of you.
Ooh, nice word, David. You're being so smart
You
for me.
being so false in your pompous attitude of putting it together, saying, I've got a concussion. All of it a ruse, if
David,
you will,
I
to
did
avoid
have a
the Beast.
concussion. I did have a concussion.
Everyone saw that you pulled the brass knuckles out of your boots. We didn't trust the fact that the Beast had brass knuckles. We went to the TV truck, we pulled up all 12 cameras, and we found out you brought the brass knuckles to ringside.
David, I haven't seen that video. I think that this is all made up. I don't believe it for a second. I would never do that. I earned this championship.
So far, the gold standard, Goldie Collins, seems to be taking home the bronze medal when it comes to being able to defend herself in this matchup, sending the Beast into that solid steel ring post, though. Very resourceful is Goldie Collins.
Goldie Collins could take the Beast out right now and circumvent the desires of the Beast to get Abilene Maverick.
Good, Goldie. Hit her a little bit harder next time. I need to see her not get back up.
Abilene, Goldie seems to be a competitor after your own heart.
And she really is.
Is she
She's
a friend of yours?
David, everyone's my friend.
We know you both have that
Obviously.
animal instinct.
Just like LA and people from Vegas, false friends.
Excuse me, she's wearing gold to match my belt, David. She loves me.
You guys outfit coordinated. Never mind, there's a 1 count. Goldie Collins seems a little surprised. Goldie Collins burying those knees into the midsection of the Beast, hooking the Beast possibly for a suplex. It does connect, snap suplex.
Great suplex, taking the Beast over. Goldie goes for the pin, but the Beast just pushes her off.
And the Beast, let's not forget the attack on Abilene Maverick, sending a message to the champion just a week ago.
Let's also remember the Beast has never been pinned when she was the champion. The Beast has not been pinned. She had to forfeit that championship title belt when they took her out for the leg injury, and she's never been able to get back the championship. She had it in her hands. She had it in her hands until Abilene Maverick tricked the referees to reverse the match.
David, I would never trick anybody. I won fair and square. And you know what? Now that you mention it, maybe I will give her a championship match just so I can pin her and prove that statement.
Oh my, a big suplex by the Beast. Goldie Collins taken down, but the Beast also remains down. She's slowly getting up. The Beast going after Goldie.
So Abilene, you're saying you're giving the Beast a title opportunity. That's what I heard.
No, I don't really do charity that much.
She's calling you out, Abilene. The Beast is calling you out.
She's looking right at Abilene Maverick as the Beast.
Goldie, though, able to take the beat out from the Beast. Each time the Beast is distracted, looking at the world champion, Abilene Maverick. The Beast pays the price, and there's the spear.
former WOW World Champion, the Beast, stalking her prey. Looks like she's setting up Goldie Collins for the Beast Bomb and Abilene Maverick. You felt this before.
How's that feel, Abilene?
Game does not feel good.
The Beast sending a message loud and clear to Abilene Maverick.
Making her way to the ring from the unforgiving Australian outback, Genesis!
And the self-appointed leader of Exile, out, David, without her partners in Exile. There's no Ice Cold, there's no Exodus. Quite an interesting statement she's making out by coming to the ring herself. One has to wonder, is Exile really together still?
Well, the last time we saw them, everything that we saw would lead the answer to be no. They're not together. Genesis may, in fact, now be on her own.
She might just be, David, and this could be the very first step in defining herself as a singles competitor.
And her opponent from Dallas, Texas, Stephy Slays!
Stephy Slays, check out the new outfit, David.
Stephy Slays returns to WOW Women of Wrestling tonight from Dallas, Texas. Here she is.
David, I know all of us are proud to have seen Stephy Slays grow up here at WOW Women of Wrestling. Coming here just as a 17-year-old. I believe her parents had to sign the paperwork, if I'm not mistaken, David.
You're right. Her mother, Carla, had to come in and sign the paperwork for her to enter the WOW Training School. And little did she know, her daughter, some 10 years later, would be here in the WOW ring, competing still. And right now, she's going to have her hands full against Genesis, who's got a chip on her shoulder.
Genesis wasting no time attacking Stephy Slays, who's grabbing the side of her head as Genesis hammers away with a series of shots. Stephy Slays goes for a pinfall attempt, but Genesis seems very intent on sending a message. Arm drag from Stephy Slays, 2 in a row now, but Genesis is gonna have to work hard because Stephy Slays is also here to prove her point.
Yes, indeed. Stephy Slays whipping in Genesis into the ropes, takes her down with a forearm smash.
Stephy Slays seems to be up a step, if you will, explosive in her shoulder tackle to Genesis, and now the clothesline to the inside. Stephy Slays in control of this matchup so far, David.
Steffi whipped into the turnbuckles. Genesis rushes her. Nobody home. Kicked by Steffi through the second rope into the midsection of Genesis. Now Steffi Slays takes her, but reversed by Genesis.
A great showing so far. Leapfrog attempt by Genesis, but Steffi Slays answers back with the crossbody. Steffi Slays is on fire tonight, David.
She's putting it together right now. Steffi Slays showing what it's all about from Dallas, Texas, but she rushed, and there Genesis caught her with that boot to the face.
Just the one boot to the face from Genesis. I don't think she got all she wanted, but she certainly sent Steffi Slays down by snapping that neck on that steel cable, the top rope. Snapping the neck of Steffi Slays, and now using the bottom rope for even more torture. And Genesis using that full 5 count to her advantage as official Paige Prince-Avali counts her down now. Once again, Genesis bending the rules, but you can see the confidence on her face, David. I don't think that Genesis was taking Steffi Slays seriously in the early goings of this matchup, and that could have been a major mistake for her, David.
Well, Genesis almost grabbed the 3 count right there, but the fans who had been yelling Steffi, Steffi had given her the energy to kick out.
And there we see the X choke, David, is what Genesis calls it. Still hearkening back to her days as the leader of Exile, but we mentioned it before, a pattern of disappointment in Exile. Seems like the group is disbanded. We can only assume that at this point, but nonetheless, you can see the look on Genesis' face, trying to hold on to Steffi Slays, but Steffi Slays using her power. And Genesis uses the hair of Steffi Slays to pull Slays back down. Flair-like knee drop, shooting up the X, and Genesis connects with that leg drop. Genesis now. I think she's allowed some of that frustration to slow down, to go to the side, and she's now focused a little bit more on Stephy Slays. Question that I have in my mind now as she charges and misses is who is Abilene defending the championship against tonight, Dave? Stephy Slays now, head full of steam. The flying chops, a signature maneuver of Stephy Slays. And now Stephy Slays charges the corner. Going for it, could we see it connect? The monkey flip sends Genesis halfway across the ring. And if Genesis isn't careful, this could be very close to the end. Stephy Slays has been training her hardest down in Texas, and it certainly is showing out right now. It's paying off as she has Genesis in the front face lock. Genesis stomps on the boot of Stephy Slays. Genesis hooks the legs of Slays now. Wait a second.
She uses the ropes as leverage.
Leverage from the ropes. Genesis putting her feet on the bottom ropes and steals a victory.
Stephy Slays gave it a valiant try, but Genesis using the ropes as leverage to get the pin.
Introducing first, accompanied by her sister, Angelica Dante, from Kingsland, Texas, Chainsaw!
Well, fans, welcome back to WOW. And David, we got the answer to our question, although it wasn't what it seemed to be. We thought that Abilene Maverick was giving Santana Garrett a shot at the belt, but it looked like it had Americana's name on the contract.
It certainly did. Santana would look a little shocked there, Nigel. And Americana is going to get a shot at the World Championship, and she looked a little shocked. So that is what Abilene Maverick has done. She got the paperwork done. She had it executed with the WWA, the Women's Wrestling Association, and she got it approved, and there you have it. Abilene Maverick will be wrestling Americana for the WOW World Championship, and she has successfully put the Beast on hold again.
And her opponent from Indio, California, Chantilly Chella!
And the beat goes on, David. Chantilly Chella dancing out with your favorite robe of all time.
That's right. Looks like one of the jackets you always wear, Nigel. As the robe is taken off, Chantilly is up, the fans are up, and everybody's feeling the groove.
They're dancing, they're moving, they're grooving, and they're excited to see Chantilly Chella, who always brings the fun, always brings the energy. But tonight, I hope she brought the fight going in against Chainsaw. Americana coming up later on tonight gets her first ever shot, by the way, first ever opportunity at the WOW World Championship, David.
Chainsaw taking advantage of the opportunity with Chantilly Chella, whips her right out of the ring.
With ease, does she. And Chainsaw seems as fired up as ever. Only controlled by her sister. And of course, we've seen interactions with Holiday over the recent weeks. Now is Chantilly Chella back in the ring. Chantilly Chella off the rope, ducks the clothesline attempt from Chainsaw and sends that missile drop kick straight to the chest of the competitor from Kingsland, Texas now. The Irish whip not gonna work the second time either from Chantilly Chella. And Chantilly Chella springboard cross body right into the arms of Chainsaw. And Chantilly Chella still trying to fight her way in this matchup to overcome the size disadvantage. Chainsaw just picks up Chantilly with ease, but Chantilly fights back with a drop kick. Chainsaw with the overwhelming power. Catches Chantilly Chella and sends her face first right into the turnbuckle, David.
Chainsaw now putting the shoulder to the midsection of Chantilly Chella. Eddie Ferd counting, trying to give Chantilly a break from this devastating action of Chainsaw, who now puts the boot right to the neck. Chainsaw choking away, pounding away. Chainsaw, the devastating destruction that she is. She's taken out Stephy Slays. She took out Foxy Fierce, if you will, months and months ago, driving her through that wall. Chainsaw, a force of destruction, right now taking over on the smaller and lighter Chantilly Chella, who's climbing the ropes.
That's right, she's trying her best to alleviate some of that pressure from Chainsaw, but unfortunately, she set herself up for a ride from Chainsaw, just slammed all the way across the ring. And there's nothing nice about Chainsaw. She's a nasty competitor, but she misses with the Chainsaw splash, David. This could be the opening Chantilly needs.
Yes, indeed, as her sister, her little sister, Amerika Dante on the outside, cheering Chainsaw on, getting her up. Chainsaw goes to the middle. Chantilly puts the right foot up to stop the momentum of Chainsaw. Chantilly now ducks out of the way. Chainsaw a little out of her comfort zone, if you will. Chantilly's been able to wobble and scramble the brains a little. Nice takedown by Chantilly Chella.
That's right, the Coachella cutter from Chantilly Chella after a series of strikes in the knees. But wait a second, Amerika Dante grabbing the foot of Chantilly Chella, buying her sister some time.
Chantilly leaps over Chainsaw, comes back, now trying to do the cutter. No, full Nelson. Full Nelson. Dante's up on the ropes. Amerika Dante's up on the ropes. Now she's telling her sister. What's she telling her, Nigel?
I don't know what she's telling
her.
But
it distracted her enough for Chantilly to get out of the full Nelson.
And now Chainsaw looking like she's looking for something from her sister. But because of it, runs into a boot from Chantilly. And there we see again the Coachella cutter. The Coachella cutter. And the jackknife cover from Chantilly Chella. That's it. It's a massive victory over Chainsaw.
Great victory for Chantilly Chella here on Wild Women of Wrestling.
The American dream, and certainly Americana is living that now, being not only an example for several of our fans, thousands watching worldwide, but also her son, little Levi, who you have to know is in the back of her mind as she gets her first ever shot at the WOW World Championship, David. Who would have ever thought?
And her opponent from College Station, Texas, she is your WOW World Champion, Abilene Maverick!
And you heard Lauren Utley say from College Station, Texas, but right now, Abilene Maverick living her best life as the VIP of Las Vegas, carrying that championship all around the club, rubbing shoulders with all the celebrities and icons in Las Vegas, and she considers herself one of those as well.
No doubt about it. She takes it to the Wynn. She takes it to the Encore, the Mandalay Bay, the MGM. Abilene Maverick goes everywhere in Vegas with that championship belt. I even think she wears it to the pool. Abilene Maverick, the WOW World Champion, has been putting off the beast, and she's done it tonight by giving a shot at the rookie, and that being Americana.
That's right, Abilene Maverick certainly had a plan laid out. She gave that contract. We all thought it was going to be Santana Garrett, but to our surprise, it was Americana's name on the contract.
Well, this is it. Santana Garrett said, "Are you ready?" Americana's in the corner. She's getting the blood flow moving, and she is ready. This is her shot at greatness tonight.
And as you see Abilene Maverick parading around with the WOW World Championship, giving it a kiss and handing it to the official in charge of this matchup, referee Ben Scheinberg. Opportunities don't come like this every day, David. And even though Abilene Maverick's not defending that championship tonight against the Beast, I want to send all of our well wishes and best luck out to Americana, who is in this position, didn't know she was going to have the shot tonight. But you can guarantee one thing, she's gonna try her absolute best to unseat Abilene Maverick and become the new champion here at WOW Women of Wrestling.
You can tell by looking into the eyes of Americana, she is serious. This is her shot. Abilene immediately takes the left knee up into the midsection to Americana. Americana down on one knee. She's hurt now because the air was taken out right at the beginning of this match.
Abilene has done a very fantastic job at trying to fool everybody here in WOW with the injuries, the concussion, the crutches, and now defending the championship finally in a matchup against Americana. But she's a well-rested champion going into this matchup, David.
No doubt about it. The champ, who's been dodging the Beast, is rested indeed. Putting on that phony air with the doctor, who I thought was a veterinarian myself, Nigel. Oh, there's a nice left hook to Americana that knocks Americana down. The challenger has been in trouble from the opening bell here. Now she lifts herself over.
Sunset flip from Americana. Could it be? Oh my goodness, we almost saw a new WOW World Champion.
Well, Tiki Chamorro did that weeks ago and made a victory for herself. Americana just there, almost had it herself.
Handspring back elbow connects. Americana with the diving cross body. And man, I'm chomping at the bit at this matchup, David, because Americana's just been a half a second away 2 times in a row. Abilene Maverick, though, the veteran competitor, sends down Americana with the side suplex.
Americana's in trouble. Abilene also. Abilene over to the ropes. Look at the gleam in the eye and the laugh. She's saying, I'm just taking a break. Americana now getting up. She's grimacing. Referee Ben Scheinberg in this championship bout checking on both competitors.
Ben Scheinberg certainly has his hands full with Abilene Maverick being the champion, hooking the leg of Americana. That certainly took a lot of wind out of her sails. Did it Americana from Abilene Maverick, courtesy of that side suplex. Americana trying to fight her way back into this matchup. The fans fully behind one half of the All-American girls, David. And you have to think that Americana in this matchup is using some of that knowledge that she's gained from Santana Garrett. I'm sure that Santana gave her several tips while she had the chance in the locker room, David.
Taking the face across the top rope and then into the turnbuckle goes the champion against the challenger, Americana. Abilene Maverick stretching Americana back, putting the boot to the throat.
And Americana struggling with the boot right in that throat from the champion, Abilene Maverick, who seems to be very confident in this matchup. I think she's underestimated Americana, if you want my opinion of the matter, David. But she's doing a great job now at keeping Americana down. She's quite the crafty champion.
Well, Americana's been out of it since the very beginning, if you ask me, Nigel. Americana's gained no momentum whatsoever. Each time she's made a good move, Abilene Maverick, the champion's taken the wind from the sail.
She had a flurry of offense in the beginning, but you're right, David. Abilene Maverick showing why she's the champion, slowing it down to her pace, making Americana wrestle at her style, her pace, and controlling the matchup. And that is why Abilene Maverick is so dangerous, David. Americana now suffering at the hands of Abilene Maverick, who has that dragon sleeper, and now burying the elbows right into the middle of the chest of Americana, driving out any air she might have.
Americana putting that right elbow to Abilene Maverick, the champ. The champ slowly gets up. There's a drop kick to the champ. The champ slowly gets up, and now a kick to the head. Americana up on the third rope, dropping down with the hammer on top of Abilene. She's going for the pinfall. Only a 2 count.
champ, and the champ tells the referee she's still okay. Possibly the air was knocked out. What's this? Jesse Jones running in. Abilene Maverick smiling away, knowing that Jesse Jones would help her. The referee asking if she's okay. She says, yes, it is. Start counting.
You see Jesse Jones on the outside of the ring. But what is she doing out here, David? What's the relationship between Jesse Jones and...
Jesse holding her down, not allowing her in. Abilene telling the referee, Ben Jiper, to count, 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 count. He's at 7. He's at 8.
Ben Scheinberg at count number 9 now doesn't know where Americana...
And there it is, the 10 count. Jesse Jones has helped Abilene Maverick retain the championship.
Count out. And still, your number 1 champion, Abilene Maverick.
Hold it! It's Santana Garrett coming to ringside. Abilene perplexed why. She's trying to help her friend Santana. But what's this? The Beast! The Beast is coming in! The Beast is the champ! The champ is out!
Out of nowhere, David! The Beast sends the champion Abilene Maverick down, straight to the canvas with the message. She's coming after that Wow World Championship,
She
David.
certainly